There are crimes you expect to hear about on the news, and then there are crimes that feel unreal, like something out of a horror movie. But this didn't happen far away, and it didn't happen decades ago. When you hear about something disturbing, you usually assume it happened somewhere else, not in places you've driven by, walked past, or even visited. We've all lived near some type of tragedy or incident that shocked us to our core, or at the very least, it did something to us. Today, I'm reporting on events that took place right near where I live. Guys, I am standing in Mount Moriah Cemetery right now. So, if you haven't heard the recent news, a man by the name of Jonathan Gerlach, 34 years old, from Ephrata, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, he broke into this place and, well, he was grave robbing, taking bones, all types of skeletal remains from decades and even centuries ago, and even some newer ones. When the police arrested him, they caught him red-handed right here. His car was parked across the street, and carrying with him was a burlap sack, and inside of that burlap sack were 2 skeletal infants. Whew. I believe his trial or his court date or whatever is today, January 20th. Nobody knows how many times he was coming here. Let me take these out. Always forget that I have these in. But nobody knows just how much he was coming here, but over 100 skeletons were found, or 100 bones were found in his basement. He had bodies hanging, and here's the disgusting part. I mean, it's all very disturbing and gross, but he had bodies hanging upside down, some like partially decomposed. And from what I remember, a neighbor had reported seeing flies and smelling a stench.
Charles Rothermel says it was scary hearing about the skeletons, adding he and his 4 children lived just a few doors down. He recalls walking by Gerlach's garage last year and noticing flies along the windows.
It was more than 5, it was at least 20, 30 on each window. I figured it was a garage that they were getting in through somewhere and they couldn't get out, and now finding out that there was all those remains in there, it makes sense.
This story just it's just insane, guys, and it just gets worse. Like him going online and selling these excuse me, going online and selling these parts, and I mean, apparently, you know, he was making a lot of money doing it, and he had also rented storage space, and they found more bones in the storage unit that he had rented.
Police say the remains were stored in a home in Ephrata where he lives.
Everyone there couldn't believe what they observed in that house.
What did you see?
It was human remains in an area of the house that was just all over the place.
It was pretty devastating.
So I am meeting some people here. I'm doing an interview as well. They're also going to report on the matter. This is big news, guys. This has happened right here in Philadelphia. I know he was hitting some other graveyards, but Mount Moriah is a really big contribution to all of the skeletal remains he was digging up and taking home with him. It's gonna take a while. And guys, not only is the construction part of it gonna take a while, but trying to locate everybody's loved ones, like all their bones, and try and get that back and get it in the right graves, and I don't know how they're gonna do it. It is a complete nightmare. I mean, what do you do in that situation? I mean, can families sue over that? It's not their fault, but at the end of the day, they trust the graveyard to do the right thing, and maybe they could get sued over not closing at a certain time and not keeping people out at certain times, you know?
There's one crypt here
that he dug up, and they don't know where her remains are because she was so old. Like they don't have like identifying DNA that they could match it with.
It's gonna be a freaking nightmare for them
Yeah.
to put all these bodies back in the right
In their
in the
respective
right spot.
right,
Yeah,
in their respective
place.
resting places.
Yeah. And
Like,
it's
why would you
like,
do that?
yeah, it's completely disturbing. Just like sick.
Very
and the fact
sick.
that there was like partially, like people that were like partially decomposed, just even like ups the ante. Like
Yeah,
it's
there was
already
one that he
disturbing,
had,
right?
He had like one with hair still on it. He only did the ones with the slabs because what he was doing was using a crowbar to pry it open, put bricks under, pry it open, put bricks under so that he could jump down in the grave.
Yeah, that's insane.
Basically what he was doing.
Yeah.
And the mausoleums, some of them are easy access if the doors are glass or whatever, because
Yeah, wasn't it like a crowbar and then like some other tools, like I think like a flathead and some other stuff? I'm sure you used other stuff for sure. Probably even a hammer to break some of the stuff, you know what I mean? Who knows, you know what I mean? I just can't imagine how these families feel knowing this. And they know that it's going to be a long road ahead in order to put these remains back in the respective places.
There's some of these families that aren't even here anymore because of there was hundreds of years, you know?
Yeah.
As they know of right now, it's 100.
Yeah, right? That's what I heard. Like 100, over 100, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But part of the problem with over 100 is you
Making
got...
all them bones up.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
And how many did he sell? Because he was selling them.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
He was selling them on Facebook under like the oddity and curiosity pages.
Yeah.
And he was also selling on IG.
I think there's probably more that goes on with it, more than we even know.
Right.
I think it just happened to like blow up because of the scenario, the situation.
Right.
You know, he was caught red-handed,
Yeah.
like, and the amount.
Right.
So like
what
if he
mental
didn't,
health is he dealing with that he would think that, and then he was like posting them as like they were ethically sourced.
right?
Like somebody gave them
Yeah.
their child or something to read.
Yeah.
Do and let him have as a personal collection. Like who would do that?
Most grave robbers are taking things like jewelry. They're not
Right.
stealing things like bones. But I can
Right.
see at the same time how somebody would think that it's cool. Go, oh, I got like a bowl made of a skull, or I don't know, a pipe made out of fingers, like bones
So there's a tattoo
of somebody's
shop
fingers.
that we go to that has something made out of skin.
Like actual skin.
Yes.
You hear this? A tattoo shop that they go to where they have real skin, things that are made out of real skin. That's crazy, like dehydrated skin.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And the only reason why they have it
Yeah.
is because she believes in giving anything that's haunted or spiritually attached
yeah.
a place where whether they think it's evil or not evil, she works with spirits and
Oh, I
stuff.
see.
So it was something that she didn't seek out,
Yeah.
that somebody had
Yeah.
and said it had, like, obviously evil entities attached to it, which I can see why, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
she took it, but she didn't buy it or anything like that. She didn't seek it out. It's not like, but it's
It was like
definitely
it was like a
weird.
snowball effect where it's like you get one thing and then it kind of brings this interest on, not
Right.
for the wrong reasons, but because you're trying to exercise whatever it is, or curiosity.
Yeah.
And then one thing after another, then you have a collection, and
Yeah, but she's
that's-
definitely not seeking out that kind of collection. She
Yeah.
just happened to take it off of somebody's hands because of the spirit attachment to it.
Yeah, I understand. It's kind of like Zach Bagans, his museum in a way.
Right.
Check out this mausoleum that we just walked up on. You can see the fresh concrete. Check this out. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's not even done drying.
It's so cold lately.
It's insane to think that we're standing here right where this guy like just destroyed this.
The entryway to the Baker family mausoleum now sealed by fresh concrete. Police allege Gerlach stole 16 sets of human remains from here.
I mean, it's still wet. It's like moist. I mean, the fact that this guy cracked this open and we're taking skeletons out of here, just standing right in this very spot that he was standing at. God, this cemetery is massive. I believe I have been back here before. I believe I have, but I may not have. I know there's a trail like way back there where there's another part of the graveyard.
He would have definitely come back.
Oh, yup, 100%. Watch out, there's like thorn bushes. Look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Like you can't. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the bricks are like been removed, and my thing is this though, it's like how the hell did he move this with just a crowbar and prying it? That's like a lot of weight. Like I wonder what else he was using.
He had to use other stuff.
Are those digging marks? Like do you see like it looks like a finger, like it looks like when someone digs, like with their hands. That's what that looks like. The dirt. That's exactly what that looks like. Was he coming here at night, right? Was it at night that he was coming here? Or was he doing this like flat out during the day too? He was probably coming here at night.
He could have came during the day and did whatever. Like, you think anybody would have saw him from the road doing that?
Like I can tell you this much right here, like right now, that I think it would be hard for even people to see you right now from the road. Yeah. But I mean, you're like extra good at night. Like nobody's seeing you. And it was said that he did this right after October. Yeah. So it was still kind of warm. From what I remember, it was still pretty warm. So I mean, this guy just had a field day. I saw a brief clip, right? And I saw a skull. It looked like it had like hair on it.
Yeah, we saw that
right?
too.
And it looked like it had earrings on it too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I was tripping for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
like because I was looking at some of the stuff that he had.
Yeah,
And I swore I saw like a skull. It was just the skull, and it had like he had it like on a display.
Yeah.
And it looked like it had like earrings. Yeah. Like that's pretty wild, man.
I think he was probably selling the jewelry.
I'll be honest, for like a moment, I was like, this dude looked familiar. I was like, have I met?
From Lancaster.
Yeah. I was like, have I met this guy before? And the bike and everything.
Guess where he used to work?
Where do you used to work?
Anybody want to take a guess? Hot Topic.
Hot Topic. Maybe. See, I have friends that live in Ephrata, so, you know, and it's kind of like a small world out there in Lancaster because it's one of those towns where like everybody kind of knows everybody.
Yeah. You leave the dead rest where they lay. They
Oh,
were laid there for a
absolutely,
reason.
man. It's like, what kind of shitstorm did that even stir up as well? Like, what kind of bad juju, you know what I mean? And it's like, even if you don't want to believe something like that, at the very least, why mess with the dead? Like, they're resting, like you said. It's like,
if they want to talk, that's one thing. If they want to make themselves known, that's another thing. But you don't go consciously digging up a grave.
yeah. And I'm sure, like, I don't know what his reason is or why he's, like, obviously we know his reason. But, like, if, like, what he thinks about it himself, like, as to, like, what his thought process is about it, you know? And my thing is, he probably thinks that, well, they're already dead. I mean, what's the point? Like, I'm just saying, like, on an ignorant level.
Right.
You know? I could see him saying something like that.
Right.
You know,
Well,
just
I
being
mean-
ignorant about it and being like, well, they're gone, they're already dead, so why not use this as a way to make an income? All right, guys, we're good. We're back here in the cemetery. It's been about a week or so since I've been here. It looks like they are trying to clear the snow so that they can put some of the dirt back over some of these graves or fix the tombs. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, you can definitely tell that there was a backhoe here because this was not like this. We're gonna check the other side because there's a lot of places, not a lot, but there's places that I missed. All right, we just made it to the other side. There's like trailers over here. Damn. I don't know if that's security. I know they planted cameras on certain trees. I don't know how many of them, but they definitely did. Okay guys, so I know it's covered in snow, but you see that right there? Like in that hole there, you can see. That's definitely from someone trying to get into it. Look, you guys. Look right there. See the notch? That's where he would have used his crowbar to pry this heavy top lid off. Guys, this thing is about, I think they said 1,000 pounds, maybe more. So he was using his crowbar and whatever tool he had else and prying and pushing these lids off. It's just astonishing that he was able to do that. And for what I know, he acted alone, so it's just insane that he was able to even do this to begin with. I'm sorry this happened to your tomb. I apologize. When you get put into the ground, it's your final resting place. Should never ever be disrupted, ever, ever. The only time that it should be is if there's maintenance that it needs to be. Like there's something that's really needs to be fixed. Otherwise, it's just completely uncalled for. And to see that firsthand just makes me sick. I don't know if this is from that, but this one is completely pushed over. Look at that. That's really bad. Oh my God, you guys. It is so sketchy being here. Like with the snow and everything, my foot just sunk. But look at that. You can see the new concrete. That was all smashed out. All of that. And they had to patch it. The entire thing. Most of it anyway. You can see all the patchwork here. All the brick they put up. So he either knocked all this out or he knocked all of that out. God damn, man, this dude was ruthless. Here's another one. Look at the destruction, man. Look at that. That's all broken still. There was a plate that was here. Obviously you can see that. And now it's just this big gaping hole. Now that I could see being easily removed with the crowbar. Man, but still, it's still shocking to me that he was able to do this all on his own. Wow. I mean, it's pretty with the snow and everything, but it's disturbing knowing what happened here. Here we go. Here's another one. Man, I just pray for these people. I really hope they find their respective place back. Like, I really hope the cops, FBI, and everybody is able to put everybody back. I don't see that it's possible, but do I really need to point it out? But you can see the notch right there. No words. It's just baffling. It really is. And it hits harder knowing that it happened so close. But I think it's going to be a wrap on this. I'm going to get out of here. I'm losing sunlight. Guys, I spotted another one on the way out. Again, that same notch, man. This one, you can see it's all scraped up. Look at that. Wow. Look at all the scrapes. He was chipping away at this one.